Muy buenas amigos, bienvenidos a Martínez Game Bros, XeXu con vosotros y os traemos hoy un recopilatorio de todas las revistas de Grognak el Bárbaro en Fallout 4, que serían un total de 10, aunque en realidad son 11, porque hay una que está repetida, se puede conseguir de dos maneras diferentes. Si no me equivoco, yo no la he conseguido todavía, pero si no me equivoco es la número 2 de este vídeo, que se llamaba Demon Slaves, Demon Sons o algo así, que parece como un genio así en la portada. Me parece que se puede conseguir de la forma que vais a ver en el vídeo, que sería entrando en un refugio, o de una forma alternativa que sería en el refugio 81, en el cual son aliados, y después de hacer alguna misión podremos entrar dentro y hablar con la profesora, ¿no? Hay un pequeño aula y si hablamos con la profesora y empezamos una misión que se llama Historias Breves, si no me equivoco, pues esa misión consiste en que le tienes que contar un poco historias del yermo a los niños de la clase, y una vez que terminas, como regalo os van a dar esa revista, con lo cual habría un duplicado, ¿no? Por así decirlo. Así que nada, espero que os guste mucho el vídeo. Si es así, un like siempre nos ayuda y nos vemos en el próximo. Para cualquier duda o lo que sea, tenéis los comentarios.
Get up early to fight the world's traffic. Infatuated with the focus of a maverick. You touch my body and the bed squirm slowly. It's been 100 years, I reckon you should know me. It's been eternity and 500,000 names and surnames given to the daughter of the maiden in the flat that she was living in. It's not evident. Beneath the ceiling, all the parasites are settled. You know it's not a virtue if it's meant to hurt you. Tell it to a city that will swallow and desert you. Tell it to the industry and smile with a courtesy. And don't forget to tell it to the woman who go wallow and desert me. Firstly, I've been talking to a glass darkly. I rip your panties, just don't blame it on that marquee do say it. I said it to the king and all the king's men. Ever since Queen Rat's been teething.
have some tripods too. It's the director's cut to start listing what we watched to put thoughts on film and cassette. No cards or hard drives cause it wasn't out yet. So big, get a pen or open the app that lets you tap out. The titles are yapper cause the preview's over and the curtain's drawn. It's time for the feature presentation. Shakes the Clown and Putney Swope, Clifford, Billy Madison, Uncle Buck, 2010, 2001, Blade Runner, Polyester, Forbidden Zone and Pink Flamingos, Star Trek, Star Wars, the Transformers, both Ghostbusters and Back to the Future. Parts 1 to 3, you and Tiffany T. The day the earth stood still and Mac and me. Goonies, Raiders, Terminators, Run, Ronnie, Run, Brain Candy, the one. Total Recall, RoboCop, Karate Kid, Going Berserk, Delirious and the Jerk. Akira, Metropolis, Do the Right Thing, Big Ferris Bueller, House Party, Rushmore, both Short Circuits and the Man with Two Brains. Dude, there's too many to fit in this frame.
Film teaching me a lesson as it flips by 24 frames a second. One of the biggest things that ever made an impression. On this director's cut you can see my direction. Film teaching me a lesson as it flips by 24 frames a second. One of the biggest things that ever made an impression. On this director's cut you can see my direction. It started with Kubrick, A Clockwork Orange, Cinemax Late Night, man, 3 in the morning, Full Metal Jacket and Barry Lyndon. Then 2001 was the one I had to see again. First Scorsese picture I perused was The Color of Money starring Newman and Cruz. Taxi Driver, Raging Bull, Mean Streets and Prime, Me for Goodfellas which blew my mind. 1989, man, a number. Spike Lee, Do the Right Thing, hit in summer with PE's Fight the Power in My Brain. Spike came along, rewrote the whole game. Last Tango in Paris, Bernardo Bertolucci changed what I thought was possible with the movie The Last Emperor, and then 1900 films on VHS, anything that I wanted. John McTiernan was an action maestro. Hitch gave me Vertigo, Northwest and Psycho. John Singleton with Boys in the Hood, Don Siegel with Dirty Harry, Clint Eastwood, High Plains Drifter and Unforgiven. Sergio Leone had a singular vision. Once upon a time in the West and America, let it wash over me as I sit and stare at the screen. Film teaching me a lesson as it flips by 24 frames a second. One of the biggest things that ever made an impression. On this director's cut you can see my direction. Film teaching me a lesson as it flips by 24 frames a second. One of the biggest things that ever made an impression. On this director's cut you can see my direction.
I don't like commercials. You got 5 minutes to shoot this thing, and then we have to leave. You have 5 minutes to do it perfectly. Stand there, get the real cat, let's go! I need a change of clothing. We have to shoot this live. Guys, we gotta go live. We gotta go live, we gotta cut it in camera. Go!
I'll rip out your eyes and piss on your brain.
This ain't no circus, and you can't jerk this, because I work it and make it perfect. Pot's got the beat and Doc got the rhymes and get you to your feet, damn, every single time, man. He throws it up into the air, when I catch it, I'll wreck it. And put another song onto the record, you check it. And maybe, baby, if it's your flavor, I got it in your pocket like a pack of now and later's. I force like Darth Vader. The issue in the room is I'm Indiana Jones in the Temple of Boom. With the low-end theory, I can feel the bass. I'll be that Memorex guy with the wind in my face. Is it live? Hell yes, and don't you forget it. Even in the midnight hour, it's Wilson Pickett. I dig it, rock it, Herbie Hancock it, pop, lock, and shock it while others try to knock it. But then when they jock it, the victory is mine, and everybody stop. Warhammer time.
No, I ain't gonna bird up. Bird up. I'm Reggie Spencer, the bird.
Cool?
Yeah.
Jack, Bert,
Take it back.
me.
Hey, young fool, you playing this thing wrong.
Stepping out like Fly Guy, opened up my mind's eye. If you see my ass cap, I'll be a in your eye. My mission is to listen to rhythms and go get them. Delivering a smidgen of wisdom is in my system. Every time you rock with C-Doc, we roll. Keep out whack MCs like a border patrol and controlling 89, the first lie I told. But we still made tapes, 4 copies sold. Come a long way since back in the day when we used to eat Fritos with PB and J. But you know what they say, and if you do, let me know. To the people of the world, I would like to say, hold up. I'm giving you props because you showed up. And follow me on Facebook now before I blow up. And then you can say, well, I knew him back when, and tell another story that'll fool him again. Who's next? I don't know, but I'm digging a hole. Step up and do the job, burn your shit takes and go.
Where do you make bathrooms?
Well, you dig a hole, and then you take the crap in the hole.
Oh.
Burn your shit tickets.
Bastard. If there's one thing I despise, it's the use of my legs.
Bunch of fucking weirdos.
Burn up! maybe we're talking about two different tapes here.
I need that tape.
I'm a proper citizen. What I do is proper.
Do it, cause I'm better than the cover. I'm a liar and a snake. When I'm talking to your mother than your father, it's just not to go in there. It's like that moonlight bother in the morning air. And don't care, I'm talking to your daughter. You drown me in the water just to see me struggling and label me a martyr. The white pills, what you ought to do. Baby, I'm a cross where they hammer this tomorrow. You. The nails for the palms of wrists. And if you want it, there's at least a couple arms and twists. I can't resist, you can't deny, we can't manage. Open up the wound, cause damage. Open up the door, but it's locked. And the keys in the pit of my stomach. I'm in a snake pit, deeper you can plumb. Get up early to fight the world's traffic. Infatuated with the focus of a maverick. You touch my body and the bed squirms slowly. It's been 100 years, I reckon you should know me. It's been eternity and 500,000 names and surnames given to the daughter of the maiden in the flat that she was living in. It's not evident. Beneath the ceiling, all the parasites are settled. You know it's not a virtue if it's meant to hurt you. Tell it to a city that will swallow and desert you. Tell it to the industry and smile with a courtesy. And don't forget to tell it to the woman who can wallow and desert me firstly. I've been talking to a glass darkly. I rip your panties, just don't blame it on that mark. Ain't do say it. I said it to the king and all the king's men. Ever since Queen Rat's been teething.
and have some tripods too. It's the director's cut to start listing what we watched to put thoughts on film and cassette. No cards or hard drives cause it wasn't out yet. So big, get a pen or open the app that lets you tap out. The title's a yapper cause the preview's over and the curtain's drawn. It's time for the feature presentation. Shakes the clown and Putney Swope, Clifford, Billy Madison, Uncle Buck, 2010, 2001, Blade Runner, polyester, Forbidden Zone and Pink Flamingos, Star Trek, Star Wars, the Transformers, both Ghostbusters and Back to the Future. Parts 1 to 3, UHF and ET, the day the Earth stood still, and Mac and me, Goonies, Raiders, Terminators, Run, Ronnie, Run, Brain Candy, the one, Total Recall, RoboCop, Karate Kid, Going Berserk, Delirious and the Jerk, Akira, Metropolis, Do the Right Thing, Big Ferris Bueller, House Party, Rushmore, both Short Circuits and the Man with Two Brains. Dude, there's too many to fit in this frame.
Film teaching me a lesson as it flips by 24 frames a second. One of the biggest things that ever made an impression. On this director's cut, you can see my direction. Film teaching me a lesson as it flips by 24 frames a second. One of the biggest things that ever made an impression. On this director's cut, you can see my direction. It started with Kubrick, A Clockwork Orange, Cinemax Late Night, man, 3 in the morning, Full Metal Jacket and Barry Lyndon. Then 2001 was the one I had to see again. First Scorsese picture I perused was The Color of Money starring Newman and Cruz. Taxi Driver, Raging Bull, Mean Streets and Prime, Me for Goodfellas, which blew my mind. 1989, man, a number. Spike Lee, Do the Right Thing, hit in summer with PE's Fight the Power in My Brain. Spike came along, rewrote the whole game. Last Tango in Paris, Bernardo Bertolucci changed what I thought was possible with the movie The Last Emperor, and then 1900 films on VHS, anything that I wanted. John McTiernan was an action maestro. Hitch gave me Vertigo, Northwest and Psycho. John Singleton with Boys in the Hood. Don Siegel with Dirty Harry, Clint Eastwood, High Plains Drifter and Unforgiven. Sergio Leone had a singular vision. Once upon a time in the West and America, let it wash over me as I sit and stare at the screen. Film teaching me a lesson as it flips by 24 frames a second. One of the biggest things that ever made an impression. On this director's cut, you can see my direction. Film teaching me a lesson as it flips by 24 frames a second. One of the biggest things that ever made an impression. On this director's cut, you can see